Late in 2024 I asked viewers to list their favourite Norwich icons past and present. Some 800 responses were received, enabling this list of top 20 Norwich icons to be produced. Please stay until the end of the video when you'll see some of those that didn't make the top 20, some of which are quite quirky and interesting. At number 20 is the Orford Cellar, part of the Orford Arms pub, seen here in 1915. The Cellar was a music venue which hosted the likes of Jimi Hendrix, David Bowie and Elton John amongst others. This is the location in 1937, and in 2025 it is a branch of Nando's marked with a blue plaque. At 19 in this list of Norwich icons it's Magdalen Street, covered in detail in two previous Lost Norwich videos, each covering one side of the street. It was a shopping street away from the main city centre, but was changed forever with the opening of a flyover in 1972, which effectively split the street into two. At number 18 we find the original location of Zach's restaurant in a caravan on a site close to what is now the Castle Quarter car park. Zach's now has 4 restaurants in the county, but this is where it all began in 1976. At number 17 it's the old Central Library, built in 1962 but destroyed by fire on the 1st of August 1994. It would be replaced by the Forum, which opened in 2001. Thanks to everybody who contributed to this list, where at number 16 we find C&A, a popular chain store which had a fountain outside, and it would occasionally suffer from the addition of bubbles. This building is now occupied by Next. At number 15 it's the Castle Gardens, not as they're seen now but their historic look, with a myriad of pathways snaking around the castle mound. Those pathways have long been sealed off, presumably in the name of health and safety, allowing nature to reclaim them. At number 14 it's the Royal Arcade, this external view dating from 1955 and this internal one from 20 years earlier, which is compared here to this shot from Christmas 2024. The arcade was built by George Skipper in 1899 and it has its own Lost Norwich video. At number 13 it was the Jolly Butcher's pub and its landlady Black Anna. The pub closed in 1989 and is now offices, marked by this plaque. This is Black Anna, and we'll hear some of her music recorded at the Jolly Butcher's later in the video. At number 12 it's Coleman's, a manufacturer of mustard and other sauces based at Carrow in Norwich for 160 years until 2019. It even had its own shop in the Royal Arcade, and for several years Coleman's were the main sponsor of Norwich City Football Club. At number 11 in this list of Lost Norwich icons put together by viewers, it's Jarrold's, a large independent store which again has its own Lost Norwich video covering the company's history from 1770 to the present day. Into the top 10 now, and at number 10 it's the Cattle Market, which had been based in the city centre near the castle from 1738 until 1960. This view is looking towards what is now Prospect House. At number 9 it's City Hall, built and seen here in 1938 to meet the needs of a growing city. Both City Hall and the Norwich icon at number 8 have their own Lost Norwich videos, and at number 8 it is Elm Hill, which dates back to the Tudor period and before, but came close to demolition in 1926, saved only on the recommendation of the Norwich Society. It's been used as a location in films such as Stardust and Jingle Jangle. At number 7 it's Cayley's, subsequently Macintosh, where Norwich gave birth to the first ever packet of Rolo in 1938. This factory gave the city a distinctive chocolate smell remembered by many contributors. It subsequently became Rowntree Mackintosh and Nestle. At number 6, it's Woolworths, specifically the rampant Horse Street branch with its orderly layout and its first floor canteen, but with a special mention also to Little Woolies located on Magdalen Street. Into the top 5 Norwich icons now, and at number 5 is the Samson Hercules, with these historic views both from the 1930s, by which time the original house had become a ballroom and would remain part of the city's nightlife until 2003, this being the current view. Our number 4 Norwich icon is Alvin Braithwaite, better known as Marigold, a much loved eccentric known for directing traffic around Norwich while wearing rubber gloves. He's remembered as a kind and funny man who would see out his days in a Thetford care home before dying in 2015. At number 3, it's Norwich Market, located in this area for nearly 1,000 years. The historic photos date from the 1930s, which was shortly before a version of the parallel lines of stalls that we see today was brought in. At number 2, it's Norwich Cathedral, another icon with its own Lost Norwich video. Construction on the cathedral began in 1096, with the spire dating from 1480. Before we see the number 1 icon, don't forget that some of the icons which didn't make the top 20 will be mentioned afterwards, as well as some music from Black Anna at the Jolly Butchers. So to the number 1 Norwich icon as voted by viewers of this channel. It's a building that's had a crane beside it for 4 years, but it's shown here as the crane was being removed, restoring the city skyline. It's Norwich Castle, constructed from 1067 onwards, used as a prison for nearly 700 years and now used as a museum. The crane had been in place as part of a project named the Royal Palace Reborn, reinstating the floors and room layout of the medieval period. The project is due for completion shortly, so it seems entirely appropriate for Norwich Castle to be the number 1 city icon. Now I'll show some of the other icons which didn't make the top 20, accompanied by the sounds of Black Anna from the Jolly Butchers on Burr Street. Eateries, people, places, pubs, shops, streets and some wonderful miscellaneous ones are listed in the next minute or so. Feel free to pause the video to take in the detail. Thanks for watching and thank you if you voted.